get content out there, start sharing your ideas, start plugging in messages that you know are going to be solved. You made it to step 2 of how to build a business or a brand in 2019. Now, if you were like me, we sometimes get lost in making a bunch of lists and plans and strategies, but never actually executing on that. And so the way to get around that is through step 2 or step 4 at this point, which is developing an MVP, a minimal viable product or program in some cases. So whether you're building a business or a brand, the purpose of a minimal viable product is what can help you solve that solution right now. So there's this example I use right here with building a car that basically gets you from point A to point B. So yes, you could build a car right now and that takes forever. Or it's, how do I get from point A to B right now? Okay, let's build a scooter, right? Or just like a box cart, something like that. But when we're building a business or a brand, the best way for any idea to get started is to build a community. Because what we want to do is start actually polling our audience and start developing the mindset for people. Get content out there, start sharing your ideas, start plugging in messages that you know are going to be solved. What I like to say is overcomplicate the process for people, and then when you provide your solution, everyone's like, oh, whoa, that is so much easier. Let me just go with that, right? But at the end of the day, what you're doing is getting people from point A to point B with your thought process. So the way to do this in building community, figure out what first. Number 1, who your ideal community member is, or the ideal client exercise, which is all about identifying their name. Literally, give them a picture. If you could think of a real person, that's even better. And create a persona for them. A name, birthday, demographic information. Where do they live? Where do they hang out on social media? What are their problems right now? What's their income range? How much disposable income do they have? And their strengths, weaknesses, everything. I want you to do is come up with about like 3 to 5 of these personas of people that you know your content is going to be speaking directly to. Because the more defined we are about exactly who we're trying to get, then we can implement an engagement marketing strategy that actually attracts that audience. And I have another video coming up about how to build your audience through engagement marketing strategies by going out and seeking them, as well as attracting them through viral content marketing. So if you attend one of my workshops, you'll be able to see how to do that as well. But once you have developed that ideal persona, then content marketing is what's going to actually add value to them, right? With that MVP model, you have to give them value, right? Value meaning what is educating them? What is solving the problem for them right now? How are you being vulnerable and sharing your story and then offering insights that allow them to connect and trust you? Trust being so important. So then it comes down to customer discovery. So I'm gonna do a whole nother video on this through the Atlanta Tech Village. It Takes a Village Accelerator program. I learned that customer discovery can help us avoid building the wrong product or the wrong service without figuring out what our audience actually wants. Because sometimes, we feel like we're the center of the world and we're trying to just solve a problem for us, but not many people might actually end up sharing that idea. So it is important to pull these people and actually figure out what they want. But the one thing I can't teach people is how to actually care about people. So that's why when developing the community, actually real conversations with these people. You develop friendships with them. You develop their ideas and understand their weaknesses and pain points and then actually want to solve something for them. And when we actually listen, that's when we build a really strong product that when we are ready to launch, people are ready and they already trust you. And so with the secret project I'm working on, I've been doing customer discovery for 4 years. That's a little too long, but it was definitely, I built 3 other businesses during this time frame, all of which have been super essential in creating this minimal viable product, creating community, and doing customer discovery to lead to the launch point, which we will get to in June. I'm excited to share with you guys, but it was more important for me to share this journey because I thought it was selfish that I was learning all these things and not sharing it. So I'm excited for you guys to implement your MVP by getting started with your community. If you have questions about how to get started with building a community on Instagram, for instance, feel free to shout those out to me. I will be hosting a bunch of content creation workshops, community engagement, as well as event and influencer marketing workshops. So if you guys are interested, definitely holla at me. And all the information will be on my website. But I will catch you guys in the next video, which is going to be all about how to actually build the products by creating theories and disproving theories by actually engaging with our audience. So stay tuned.